There are some headlines that I see doing this job, and don't get me wrong, I love doing this job for you guys, absolutely. But there are some headlines that make me realise and make me kind of depressed reading them, because it's like, how far have we fallen as a society? You know, we always think about things in the past with rose-tinted spectacles. I fully get that that's a thing. I fully understand that we look on the past more fondly and remember the good parts and kind of forget about a lot of the bad things. But there are certain things that happen nowadays in the 2020s that just simply wouldn't have happened 20 years ago, 30 years ago, because it just wasn't a thing. And when I saw this headline come up, I just thought, yeah, this really does show how far our society has fallen, and shows that a lot of people these days just don't care. They just do not care at all. Because a dozen thoughtless drivers, that is what the police have said here, have been arrested while because they were caught filming the scene of a fatal crash on a motorway here in the UK. Now, this will go out on all sides of the Atlantic. So you in the US, I think this does apply as well. I can imagine this has probably happened in the States at some point. This is the first time I've heard of this happening in the UK, but I bet it has happened before as well. There's so many people that film accidents just to get likes on social media, just to get attention. It's embarrassing. And I'm glad that these people, these idiots, are going to be punished in some way, shape or form as a result of their actions. So let's have a look, guys. Got the full story for you here. It's a relatively short one, but yeah, it's angering, to say the very least. Northamptonshire police in the UK have said that 12 motorists were seen caught using mobile phones to film the aftermath of a fatal crash and were subsequently sent notices of intended prosecution. Basically saying, we know you were there, you've done wrong, you're going to be punished for it, or we're going to try and punish you anyway. On the 3rd of May, the M1 was partially closed between junctions 14 and 15 on the southbound carriageway while emergency services attended a collision which caused the death of one driver. Police said that a further 10 drivers were sent notice of intended prosecution in relation to failing to comply with a red X on the closed lane of the motorway. Kind of self-explanatory, but we have something called smart motorways here in the UK. Basically, if there is a red X over a certain lane, you cannot go in that lane. If you see that red X and you are in that lane, you need to move immediately to a lane that is open, because there could be a crash and closed lanes ahead. And there was literally a fatal crash ahead, so they weren't complying with that, which is a absolute slam dunk driving offence. There are cameras on these things as well, so they will catch you if you are doing that. PC Tom Williams from Northamptonshire Police's roads policing team said the following: filming any road traffic collision when you are driving is not only dangerous but incredibly thoughtless, so I am pleased to see these people being prosecuted. Collisions such as this one change lives forever. They leave families and friends devastated, and so it is wholly inappropriate and disrespectful for other road users to film any collision site as they pass. I hope this case demonstrates the seriousness with which we take offences such as these and leads people to make better decisions when passing road traffic collisions in the future. I mean, it's simple, really. I mean, you can't go driving as well with your mobile phone out. That is also illegal. You can't use your mobile phone while you're driving. Even if, I think the rule is actually, even if you are stopped on the side of the road and you're in the driver's seat, I don't think you're actually allowed to use the mobile phone, technically speaking. I mean, you're not going to get prosecuted for that by itself, but I think technically that is also an offence. So presumably these people were passing by and filming it with the phone, which again is just plain, it's disrespectful, it's immoral, it's careless, it's thoughtless, and also it's illegal as well. You can't use your mobile phone when you're driving, simple as that. So I hope they get the book thrown at them for this. I hope they get really punished for this, but I think they're going to get probably a relative slap on the wrist. That's how we usually do things in the UK when it comes to these kind of offences. But yeah, again, this is just horrible. Someone died in that crash. You are literally filming someone maybe burning alive or something like that without knowing the full details of the crash. It could have been like that. So awful, absolutely awful. What would the appropriate punishment be for this, guys? And have you heard of any similar incidents like this before? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hopefully to see a little less content about things like this, but that's the way society's going, unfortunately.